Welcome to the ABCs of Dune. This video's letter is B, because A was the last time, and after A comes the letter B. B is for BENE GESSERIT, a bunch of scary witches in the Dune verse.
Thus, mental training schools were established. These schools would change the history of the universe. Only two of these ancient mental training schools remain. One is the BENE GESSERIT school, which was established primarily for female students.
The BENE GESSERIT are a female society that have physical and mental powers that they created or developed through thousands of generations of their program and through very specific mental and physical conditioning. Through their training meant to max out your mental and physical stats and the spice melange, a substance that allows prescience, they have a great degree of power to push people to their goals. They use their powers to guide the universe down a specific path that they believe is right and most beneficial for life. And they do this through a lot of manipulation, which I'll get back to. The BENE GESSERIT were around since humans were bound to the planet Earth, and they existed at the time of the Jihad, a time of great chaos when humanity rose up and destroyed intelligent machines. Through these dark ages of humanity, they established themselves as major players and began to acquire more and more influence to direct humanity. Now, you may think that this desire to lead humanity down a path of stability means that they are a good organization. But you could also make the argument that through marrying their followers into powerful marriages and breeding very specifically, recruiting members from royalty, and inserting themselves as advisors in the governments, they are simply staying in power. Ensuring stability of the known universe makes sure that they keep their power. We've seen in the Duneverse the destruction of societies, religion, and entire structures when instability occurs. This order also has a secret agenda of creating a male version of the Reverend Mother, who they call the 𝒿ℽ𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑎𝑡, who will be able to access the male ancestral memories.
And how can this be? For he is the 𝒿ℽ𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑎𝑡.
This is important because women cannot access their male ancestral memories. So their 𝒿ℽ𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑎𝑡 would have full access to all ancestral memories, giving them a greater amount of knowledge, power, and control. Their breeding program is seeking to create that man. Now, to bring forth the 𝒿ℽ𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑎𝑡, the planet 𝑊𝐚𝐴 has their central school where their most skilled members, Reverend Mothers, train the best students who will go on to marry into the most important bloodlines. Those trained at the school are very desirable wives, and having one as a wife is a major status symbol in Dune. To make sure that the common people accept the 𝒿ℽ𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑎𝑡 when he comes about, they have sent members throughout the known universe to spread tales of a great champion coming to save everyone, so that when he does appear, people are more likely to allow him and the BENE GESSERIT to completely take over. Now, you may be wondering what type of abilities these ladies have. Through years of training, they can control every single nerve, fiber, and muscle in their body, to the point they can control when they get pregnant and whether they have a boy or girl child. They can also render poisons in their body harmless, break down food to its chemical composition, and can control their body heart rate, temperature, blood flow, pressure, even what level of consciousness they have, meaning they could be very relaxed or very alert. Also, do not get into a fight with them because they have what is called the 𝑊𝘆𝑖𝐷𝑝, a form of martial arts that is so good, few can take them on. Like, you have to be one of the best and of the most elite training to go toe-to-toe with them. They also have the ability to use the voice, which they use to force people to do what they want.
If you want it, make me give it to you. Use the voice.
Give me the water.
Resisting the voice is incredibly hard, and few are trained to resist it. Some are also trained to be able to sense when someone is telling the truth, and tiny movements of someone's body can let them know very valuable information. Lastly, you might be interested in how they become a Reverend Mother. These ladies are a little crazy and undergo the agony, just a lovely name, which is ingesting a liquid poison gathered through some pretty messed up means, and they must render it harmless in their body or they die, which means they failed the trial. But if they don't fail, they become a full Reverend Mother and they're able to recall all their female ancestral memories. Not their male ancestral ones again, though. That psychic space these male memories lie in actually freak them out because they can't access it. It's just sitting there. Think how creepy that would be. These Reverend Mothers are insanely powerful and a force to be reckoned with. Now, two things that are often associated with the BENE GESSERIT are the Litany of Fear and Gham Jabbar. The Gham Jabbar is a test used by the BENE GESSERIT to shift through people to find humans.
Like sifting sand through a screen, we sift people. If you had been unable to control your impulses like an animal, we could not let you live. You inherit too much power.
That doesn't mean you aren't actually a biological human. To them, you pass the test and you prove you're human or you're just an animal. The Reverend Mother explains it like this. You've heard of animals chewing a leg to escape a trap? There's an animal kind of trick. A human would remain in the trap, endure the pain, feigning death that he might kill the trapper and remove the threat to his kind. What does that mean? We have the conscious thought to withstand pain, to wait to turn a trap on the person trying to trap us. The Gham Jabbar itself is a metacyanide poison needle on a thimble. While it could be used to kill your enemies, it had a much different purpose among the BENE GESSERIT. They used it in the Gham Jabbar test, which involved the poison needle and a little green metal box with a black opening. Placing your hand in the box will give you increasing pain and agony. The goal is to keep your hand in the box and endure the pain, knowing if you pull your hand out, you will be pricked with the needle, sometimes at your neck, and you will die. You must overcome your instincts to want to pull away from the pain without thought. Next, the Litany of Fear you've probably heard at least once in your life.
I must not fear, and fear is the mind killer, and fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. I must not fear the flesh. The mind killer I speak to. Death brings total obliteration, and will face my fear.
This litany is what was left over from William Shakespeare's quote on a coward dying 1,000 times before his death. The version we hear in the books and the show is attributed to the BENE GESSERIT, who themselves had to go through much time of fear. So that is B for BENE GESSERIT.